once again, I want to apologize for hardly shooting anything yesterday. Man, that cold turned into much more than a cold. It went from a head cold, and it went into my chest, and I was feeling horrible, and I slept all day and all night pretty much. Whenever I did have to get up and do things for my mom, I was in bed sleeping the whole time. So I do apologize for that. I still have to get out and about today. I have to pick up some medicine for mom and pick up the last few things for Thanksgiving dinner, and also head to the bank for mom. So I do have some things to do today, but still not feeling all that well, but at least I'm actually out doing things. I'm off to Target to get mom's medicine. I've said this before, but we don't like the Walmart pharmacy. We get our prescriptions done at Target. I had to go home first, though. I was feeling pretty crappy after being in Walmart not for too long. I still feel very weak, and so I had to come home. Also had to get mom her lunch. I feel a little bit better now that I had a little bit of food in me, because along with this, I haven't been really eating that much either. It is a beautiful and hot Florida sunny day, probably close to 80 degrees, but tomorrow evening we have a cold front coming through, and then getting cooler. Since I've got this cold, I'm not going to try to do too much today outside, but I do want to get out back and pick up some of the stuff that's been sitting back there for a couple of weeks. So I'm going to take a couple of barrels out there and pick some of that up. Finished working in the back for today. I was able to get 3 barrels full of all that stuff that was cut down weeks ago. Still feeling really tired and weak, so I didn't want to push myself too far. I'm going to try to work on some of it tomorrow, but we do have the storms coming in later in the day, so hopefully I can get some of it done before the storms get here. My son just called and said his scooter broke down, so I gotta go pick him up by the mall. Oh boy. Well, I don't know about you guys, but I've been riveted to the TV ever since the announcement in Ferguson, Missouri, and I just can't stop watching it. It doesn't surprise me on how the people reacted there, with violence and setting fire to businesses and looting. I watched live earlier where people were breaking out windows in a McDonald's restaurant. Then they broke into a liquor store, and it wasn't just a handful of people, as some people say. There was 40 or 50 people running in and out of there grabbing liquor. And then some masked guys come up to the cameraman and knock the camera out of his hands and break his camera. It's just unbelievable that nowadays people will go to this length of stupidity. Well, I'm going to say good night. Thank you everybody for watching today's video, and I will see you in tomorrow's vlog.